The best ones to actually wrap with, in my opinion. I am pulling down towards my feet, so this way there's air still, and then from there I'm able just to go ahead and push out the trapped air. You guys can see the reflection, absolutely insane. Yo, what is up you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. So in this vlog I'm going to be pretty much trying something different. I've been getting a lot of comments that a lot of you guys actually are being taught by my videos by just watching me. So I think what I'm going to end up doing with this whole Supra, you guys will see me wrap the whole car. I'll make one video out of that. But individually, I'm going to be wrapping the doors, the fenders, the hood, quarter panels, etc. I'm just going to be talking to you guys. So today I'm going to be starting off with the door, and pretty much I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it, chat with you guys, give you guys some tips and details about what I'm doing and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to be a little bit more detail oriented with my videos for you guys. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give it one final wipe down, set you guys on the tripod, and let's get the door done. Alright guys, so basically what we're going to be doing right now, or what I'm doing, is just giving it a final wipe down with some alcohol, just to make sure the surface of the area is clean. So not only am I going to clean the door, but I'm going to clean around the area. Working with the Nozzletech is very staticky, so I just want to go ahead and make sure that we don't pick up any type of dust. Now I do want to be careful around this area. There is some paint chips and the paint is loose. So I do have to make sure that I just wrap this side the correct way, so this way I don't pick it up. And then this is one of the vents, so I think I'm going to put some masking tape on it, just so that this way when I pull off the backing, it doesn't get dust or anything like that. Yeah, usually when I wrap a car, I do use a lot of masking tape. So I'm always going to have a lot around. So I'll either use masking tape or I have like leftover vinyl. So the only bad thing is that if you do use the vinyl, it will actually stick to the wrap that you're using. So when I go ahead and wrap the door and pull off the backing paper, the vinyl actually won't stick to the masking tape. So that's the thing about masking tape that I do like, but if I don't have any, I'll just go ahead and just have to be careful with the vinyl. So after I cover that, I'm going to be opening up the door so this way I can clean around the edges. And basically just want to go all the way around the door. You can see how dirty it is back there. And then from here, I believe it was 30 inches. I always leave 2 inches above just to give me a little bit of room. And it comes out to 28, but I'm just going to cut out 30. Make sure that's inside. I'm actually going to go ahead and give it one cleaning inside of here. I did not clean that. And remember that Nozzletech does have a cap, so. Whoop. So the roll, because now that it has a cap on it, it does make the roll want to like unwind, so you do have to make sure that you have masking tape laying around so you can go ahead and just tighten it back up, otherwise the cap will become loose. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the door really quickly. Let me just get this vinyl out of the way. And basically I'm going to go ahead and pull the cap down. I'll lock it in right here. I'll follow it down. Make sure everything's good. And then from here we're able just to go ahead and pull it along the door. You don't want to lift the vinyl up because like I said, it's very staticky, so we don't want to get any type of dirt beneath the door. Just like that. Get the piece out of the way. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had to post that for Instagram. But anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the door. I am going to add a little bit of soap and water to my squeegee just so that this way I don't scratch the film. Let me go ahead and find it right here. And then I did just buy a brand new torch. And these are the best ones to actually wrap with, in my opinion, if you do want to use torch. Once you use the torch, though, and the door is actually wrapped, you do want to make sure you post-heat everything with a heat gun. But as far as the torch, you can find these at Home Depot. This one was $60. It comes with a yellow tank. I don't like to use that type of gas, though. I think it's for metal or something like that. But always buy the camping gas, which is just normal propane. And then from there, it works perfect. You're able to go ahead and hold it, and then you can adjust it and stuff like that. So, but yeah. All right, guys. First things first, we want to go ahead and glass it. So let's go ahead and tack it out from here. And then we'll go ahead and lift it up a little bit. So I am pulling down towards my feet, and then I'm pulling up towards the warehouse or towards the sky. And you guys can see I went ahead and glassed the majority of it. Same thing from this side, except I do want to make sure it is tacked. So now with this side, I want to make sure I get it done in one shot just like that, so that this way I don't pick up any of the paint. Right now, the paint's not actually touching, it's in this little bubble. All right, that'll work. So we're going to go ahead and grab our squeegee. And we're going to start off in the middle. We're going to go ahead and work our air out this way, just like that, and lock it in this way. Just like that. Now we have a straight line. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and work my way down, and then we'll work our way up after. With the Nosotech, the air release is a little bit different. It's not as good as 3M or Avery, but it's still very good. So I like to just hold out the bottom, so this way there's air still, and then from there I'm able just to go ahead and push out the trapped air. And you guys can see that the tack, it's pretty good. The tack really doesn't set in until you're after done. You post-heat everything like that, and then the adhesive would actually sit. So, but like if I had a scratch or a bubble up here, I'd be able to pull it back, no problem. And then from here, there's like a little body line, so you do want to feed this in. Again, guys, I said feed, you guys don't want to stretch it. And the less heat, the better. So if you guys are able to go ahead and attack the door with absolutely no heat, then great. You guys can see I didn't use any type of heat yet. And in reality, the only time that I really should use heat is around the corners and stuff like that, just to set the adhesive, make sure everything's nice and set. And then obviously for post-heat. You guys can see I did cut a little bit more than 30. It's always best to work with more if you do have the material. In this case, I did order a full roll for the car, so I should have like 5 yards left over. And then from there, that is the end of the door. Sweet, so the bottom's done, just needs to be trimmed. Now from here, we are going to be picking up our vinyl just a little bit, shifting these wrinkles or the creases up. Just like that. Let me go ahead and wet my squeegee again. And Inazotech is actually very good about adhesive lines. Since the material is thick, you really don't get any type of adhesive lines. You guys can see I'm just gently giving it a nice little, like a pull again towards the ceiling. I mean, if you guys like more of these videos, definitely give me a thumbs up, and from there, I'll just, go ahead and do more DIY videos or just chat with you guys while I wrap the car. So with this material, you do have to pull it very hard. And that's just because I don't want to add any type of heat. I can get away with pulling it. So it's not that cold in here. It's somewhat warm, so. But I must say, you guys, this is the absolute best finish any brand has in the wrap game. And I'll go ahead and show you guys an up close and detailed look of what the vinyl looks like once I'm done with this door. You see it doesn't really want to stick right here. There's like something like stuck actually in the paint, so unfortunately that is going to show. I'll add a little bit of heat. And just in case, I am going to take a picture of that actually. In case the customer does say anything, I'll take a picture and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Have to add heat because I pulled it back for that photo. No big deal though. Like I said, Inazotech is very good with adhesive lines. And then we'll go ahead and flush cut right on this body line because the window trim does sit right inside. And I can't stress it enough, you guys. You guys will see me break my blade 1,000 times. I always have leftover blades. Always want to make sure you guys have a fresh blade so that this way you don't cut into the car. Like right now, I'm barely putting any type of pressure. And a lot of you guys are probably like, well, why don't you just cover it up that lip? Well, the thing is that within time, even with the little window, with the, what is it called? Dang it, I forgot the name of it. But anyways, the little window trim, it will bubble up within time. So, and I've seen the vinyl actually bubble up and just get bigger and bigger within the door, and it has just a bubble right here. So it's definitely something that we do not want. And again, you guys want to cut very lightly. And if you guys do wrap up to the lip, I'm not saying you guys wrap wrong. Everybody's going to wrap different. I have certain techniques. Other people have different techniques. And yeah. So once I put the window trim on, the red trim would actually be gone. So now when I go ahead and cut into this door, we're going to be using the body line right here from the quarter panel all the way down. And then I think it breaks off somewhere right here. And then we have that side skirt area that we can follow along. So I'm going to go ahead and add heat right here, just so that this way it goes ahead and sticks to the edges. And if you guys have seen my videos, I only use torch for the most part. Well, at least when I go ahead and wrap the main part. But once I go ahead and make sure the door is actually finished, I do make sure everything's posted with a heat gun. So let me go ahead and move the camera so you guys can kind of see me trim. So again, I'm just going to be cutting on the line right here. And you want to make sure that the blade is not far out, because you will cut into the quarter panel area, because it does have a little groove or like a little lip that goes in. So you want to make sure the blade is a fresh blade and close, not far. And you guys just want to breathe nice and slow all the way down so it's a clean cut. So now the side skirt area is right here, and I went ahead and left about 1/4 inch or so from the door, enough to go ahead and tuck. I got a fresh blade. And then from up here, just going to go ahead and finish the cut straight up. Pull this down. And then we'll be starting over here from this edge. Again, want to make sure it's shorten that blade so we don't cut nothing. And from there, we're able just to use the side skirt as a guideline. And you guys want to go nice and slow. Make sure you don't cut into any type of paint. And always when I trim, I always angle up against, away from the paint. So for instance, I'm cutting like this. You want to make sure that you're cutting at an angle up, so that this way you don't cut into the bottom of the paint. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and use the body line of the fender to cut. And again, you want to angle away from the paint. Just like that. And then for this corner, I am going to cut out towards me, so that this way it gives me a little bit of vinyl to play with when I wrap that corner. Just like that. And then from here, I do know that I have to wrap about 1/4 inch or so. So I gave myself some extra room. So a majority of the door is pretty much finished. Everything is wrapped. So now I just have to go ahead and touch up the edges and make sure everything is nice and on there. And yeah. So let me go ahead and, actually I'm going to go ahead and start off with this side, so this way when I open up the door, it doesn't grab onto the fender. So I wish I would have brought my glove. I do not have one here. So we're going to add some heat. And then from here, we'll just go ahead and use our finger and glide it all the way down against this edge. And partial of it we'll want to go ahead and fold already. Again, add some more heat. And then I'm able to use the edge of the squeegee to get everything else inside there. So now to wrap the corner, I am able to wrap it like this, but there's no reason to, because as soon as I open up that door, it's going to open up the edge. So I'm going to open up the door really quickly. Just like that. And now we have all the room to go ahead and wrap this corner. And before I finish this corner, I'm going to go ahead and grab my heat gun, post-heat this, make sure everything's nice. All right, guys, so then right here at this corner, we're going to add heat all along the door so that this way we can go ahead and wrap it, fold it underneath. And this isn't really a corner, so we're able just to go ahead and give it a slight pull. Wrap it around the edge. Just like that. Add some more heat. And this vinyl can actually take a lot of heat, you guys, so. And let me show you guys how that cut came out, because it's wrapping around the door nice. You guys can see how it comes around here. It's exactly what you guys want. It's full coverage. And since I'm not using the heat gun right now, I just have to add slight heat. And I've been using the torch for such a long time, so I'm kind of used to it. But again, I can't stress it enough about the heat gun. You do want to make sure you post-heat the whole car when it is ready to go. Even in our situation, we go ahead and park the car outside and set the heat for about a day or two. And then from there, I'll go ahead and go over the car again, make sure everything's nice and ready to go. And since the window trim sits right here, I'm able to go ahead and give this a nice a nice flush cut. And just like that, the edges are nice and clean. And now from here, we're able to go ahead and heat up all along the bottom. And we're just going to go ahead and work this in. You want to make sure that you don't get any type of air, because you will likely get air bubbles around the edges. So just want to be careful and make sure that you push everything out. And just like that, our door is pretty much finished. So now I do have to go ahead and touch up this corner right here. And with this one, I do have like a little squeegee I'm able to go ahead and bend and actually curve around the edge, so this way I can get this nice and snug. Just like that. Perfect. Ooh. And just to be sure, I think it gives me room. No, it doesn't. It gives me a little bit of room. Let me go ahead and touch this up. And perfect. So now all we have to do is go ahead and trim out the door handle and the mirror, and the door will be done. And all this is really going to do is ensure me that nothing lifts within time. So I mean, like, even if I didn't like push it all the way through, there could be a time where it rains and then some rain gets inside the door handle and it seeps underneath the vinyl, and then it begins to bubble. Something that I just don't want to. So I mean, extra 10 minutes, 5 minutes out of my time just to go ahead and make sure the inside edges are nice and wrapped. No big deal. But yeah, door is freaking finished. Looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and do one final wipe down with some alcohol really quickly, and then torch the whole door, get all of the little micro squeegees scratches out, and then I'll go ahead and go over the whole door with you guys. Alright guys, so now that the door is done, we're just going to go ahead and give it one final wipe down with the alcohol really quickly. I actually have to go ahead and cut that out. Forgot about the mirror, you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and flash cut this one. There's not really a lip on this one. Let me grab a nice clean rag. You guys are about to watch this color come to life. This color looks so good. And then you do want to make sure that you let the alcohol dry, because you don't want to torch it, because it is alcohol. It'll go ahead and catch on fire. So just give it, make sure it's nice and dry. There you go. Like that, we went ahead and got all the score marks off of the door. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'll go ahead and take you guys off of this tripod, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the door. Alright guys, so the door is fully finished. You guys can see the reflection, absolutely insane. I'll show you guys all the details. Alright guys, so now that the door is done, I'm going to go ahead and hop onto the fender. So this video is done. Be sure to like and subscribe, you guys. If you guys did like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. But yeah, comment down below, make sure, let me know if you guys want me to go ahead and make more of these type of videos. But that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.